Now let's get back to that art exhibit at Rutgers University displaying a small statue of Jesus mounted on a dartboard. Joining us now is Todd Starnes. He got this story for us and he's writing about it today. Look, obvious thing that occurs to everybody as soon as they see this. What would be the reaction if Muhammad was on a dartboard?
Well, it's the fear of fatwa. I think that prevents that from happening and stops a lot of these artists. Look, let's be perfectly honest here. No one wants to get blown to smithereens, including a starving artist. And I think that's one of the reasons, Stuart, why they don't attack the Islamic faith, but they certainly do the Christian faith. This is nothing new what happened at Rutgers University, a school supported by our tax dollars, by the way. Nice. Remember the image of the Mother Mary smeared in elephant dung, yes, or the crucifix that was submerged in urine. These kinds of things happen all the time. And again, we wanted to bring this to people's attention to say, hey, look, this is what's happening on a public university campus in America.
Why are they doing this? Why? What's the point of a dartboard with Jesus on it? What's the point?
Well, there's really no other point except to cause hostility and outrage among Christians.
Well, is this the atheists that's doing this?
Well, we don't know. The university won't tell us who is responsible for putting up that exhibit.
Really?
That's the one thing they will not tell us. As a matter of fact, when the student who first brought this to everyone's attention alerted authorities at the school, they told her they weren't going to do anything about it, and it was only after media attention was raised that something happened. And Stuart, I want to pose another theory. I think not only are they afraid of being blown up by going after the God of the Islamic radicals, I believe they're doing it out of a mutual respect, the enemy of my enemy. What they're doing, you've got the Islamic radicals waging jihad with the sword, and you've got people like this waging jihad with a paintbrush.
Really? You draw a parallel between the actual jihadis and the kind of person who puts that kind of so-called art exhibit out there. They're in league?
Figuratively, not literally, but I believe it's the same concept. I believe that they hate Christianity that much, and that's what they're doing.
But this leaves free speech in tatters here, because you can do that with Christians, but you can't do that with Islam.
Or I would suggest any other protected people group in America. But it's open season on Christians. We know that, Stuart. There's nothing new about that. And I suspect we're going to see more of this kind of outrageous behavior in the future. And we're going to let people know about it, especially when it's happening in a facility that's paid for by American tax dollars.
You got a good story there, Todd Starnes, and I'm glad you brought it to our attention.
Thanks,
we appreciate
Stuart.
it.
Yes, sir.
All right.